Hey y'all, it's your girl Down, and we're back here again with the video. Today I'm coming to y'all with how to get over disappointments. Honestly, I feel like disappointments happens all the time, and I don't get why some people act like it's the end of the world when things happen that's bad, because I get it, you didn't get the person that you wanted, you didn't get to go out with the friend that you wanted to go out with because they were busy, or just some real life shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be talking to y'all about how I get over disappointments. Well, when you've been disappointed damn near your whole life, you become accustomed to it. Not saying that that's okay, but you become accustomed to it. One way that I get over it is for example, if me and my friend are supposed to be, and please don't mind me because I've been bumming it out for a few days until I feel like actually doing my hair. So yeah, I don't care. How I get over my disappointments, because I've definitely been disappointed, whether you don't end up with the person you wanted to be with, whether you don't get the job that you wanted to get, whether you don't get the school that you wanted to get into, whether you don't. There's a lot of things that happen, but again, I'm just getting to the video. How I get over disappointments is I just tell myself that, things happen, and instead, we all want that satisfaction to get what we want, you know what I'm saying? But, for example, if you didn't get the girl or the guy that you wanted, you gotta tell yourself, if it didn't happen, it's because it's not meant to be. Because if something's meant to be, it will never miss you. I don't care how long you gotta wait for it. I don't care if they end up with somebody else. You'll notice that relationship will slowly start to die out. And then even if you don't get the chance right away, it's it will happen. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that's for you will ever miss you. And it took me a long time to realize that, because I used to get so upset and so angry because of broken promises, broken friendships, just shit that was unnecessary to be mad about. And that's when I finally said, I was just why be mad? Be happy on some shit, you know what I'm saying? Because you just dodged a bullet. And when I first applied for schools and stuff like that, I didn't necessarily get into the school that I wanted to get into, because I applied to Rowan, I applied to Seton Hall, I applied to William Patterson, I applied to a lot of schools, and the schools that did accept me weren't on my top list. I wanted to go to Rowan, but I ended up going to Bloomfield, so that was different. I was just the thing is, I didn't finish my application for Rowan, because I was just I don't even think I'm gonna get in. But I had finished my application, and then literally 4 months after I got to Bloomfield, that's when they accepted me. And I was just maybe not 4 months, because I don't even think we've been to school that long, but maybe 2 months after school started or something like that, I got accepted. I got the email, and I got the pamphlet thing that came in the mail. I was you know what, y'all really BSing me. Another thing, for young girls and young guys that are in lifelong friendships and stuff like that, y'all gotta understand that people grow up and people change, and not everybody's supposed to be going the same place that you're going through. For example, I was in a situation where I had I'm gonna use the word best friend loosely, very loosely. I didn't want to do a video on this because it took me so long to finally just be because in my toxic relationship video that I told you guys can actually check that out. I told you guys that a lot of stuff that I was telling y'all, it just seemed like I was trying to make that person look less of a person, and that's not who I am. So I'm not gonna sit there and trash nobody on no platform that I have. So I waited until I was more in in a better space. And then I finally said, you know what, I'm gonna do this video. So I was in a situation where a friendship, where I would always like if this applies to you or your situation, then please exit this relationship or friendship. Okay, so basically it started when like I was like my freshman year of high school. Um, we had both went to the same elementary school, so like I was just like, oh, like, you know, and I was so happy because short story time actually. I was so happy because I was just like, you know, you're the only one that I know here, so it's just like, oh my gosh, like my best friend in my high school, like we're gonna spend the rest of the 4 years together. Oh my gosh, like with the rose-colored glasses, like nothing could go wrong, right? Yeah, no. Um, so she would do stuff, and she would like we would do stuff, and it was perfect for a minute. But then all of a sudden, she started doing things like just saying, "Oh, I don't think I should be your friend anymore." And I was just like, "Huh?" Like, and she knew like stuff like that affected me. I'm not gonna say she was my only friend, but she was the only trusted friend that I had that I really trusted and I wanted to be around. But that's another thing. If you feel like you have to force a relationship or a friendship, please leave. Because those people are not for you. People that are meant for you are not going to have you out here doing the most. Like, oh my gosh, like, why don't you want to be my friend anymore? Like, who the fuck cares? Like, leave me alone. At this point, it's just like, you don't want to be around me. Get the fuck. Like, so then she would be like, oh, you know, um, yeah, I don't feel like talking to anybody today. And then and then I would see her walking around with people, and I'm just like, just say you don't want to talk to me. Like, just say that. Like, this shit got annoying. But there would be other circumstances where it would be on some, we had mutual friends together. And she would be like, oh, you know, I'm going. Well, she wouldn't tell me. Actually, she would. There would be times she would tell me, oh, I'm going to this person's house. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm expecting her to invite me because, you know, I'm like, I always invite you everywhere. So what's the problem? And she's just like, you know, oh, I don't know if such and such wants extra company. And I'm just like, but you could have asked. Like, if you have somebody where you're always like thinking about them, and you're always making sure they come first in your life, but they kind of, you notice that they put like their other friends before you, and you're always having to tell them what they're doing, but they know what they're doing, like shit like that, you shouldn't have to deal with. So I was forever getting annoyed about shit like that, because it's just like, it's just little petty shit that's going on. How I got over that disappointment is I said to myself, I was just like, you know what, and I'm not gonna sit here and paint this pretty picture like I was just a perfect person, because I was a toxic person as well at once point in time. Because it's like, once somebody treats you like this for a long time and you just start like just being like, you know, I'm tired of this, like you get to a point where it's just like, you know what, I'm about to give you a taste of your own medicine. Don't ever give anybody a taste of their own medicine, because you're lowering yourself to them. Don't ever do that. So what I did was I told myself, I was just like, if this person is meant to be around, then they're gonna be meant to be around.